A very good morning to all. Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 14, and the name of the chapter is Feature Story Indian Freedom Struggle First. So here in page number 107 and 108, you can see many pictures. So these pictures are nothing but just the revision of the previous chapter, that is beginning of the British rule in India. So we have already discussed that in the year 1600, the English East India Company was set up under the authority of Queen of England, and at that time Queen of England was Queen Elizabeth I. They used to buy goods like cotton, indigo, silk, spices and other materials at low price, and they used to sell these materials or products in the European market at higher price, and they made huge profit. The Indian poor farmers were forced to grow crops like cotton and indigo, which was needed in the factories and industries which were located in England, and the poor farmers were not able to grow food crops which was needed for their family, and they were also forced to pay high taxes. Even the Britishers used to import cheap machine-made products in India, and they sold these products at lower price. Because of this reason, the Indian craftsmen were not able to compete with the British products. So they lost their job and their earnings. So this way, the Britishers exploited the poor farmers and the local people. So after setting up of the factories, their next aim was to have full control over the trade in India. So for this, they started to fortify their British establishments, and they started to conquer more territories in India. As we have already discussed in the previous chapter, that for conquering more territories in India, the Britishers fought many wars. So we have already discussed about these wars. The first one was the Carnatic Wars, which was fought between English East India Company and the French East India Company. At last, the British defeated the French company. Next one was the battle over Bengal. So at that time, Bengal was one of the richest provinces of India, and Britishers wanted full control over Bengal. So they fought two wars, Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. So in these wars, the Nawab of Bengal was defeated and British emerged victorious. Now, after the conquering of Bengal, they started introducing certain policies. So we have already discussed about the policies like the subsidiary alliance policy and the doctrine of lapse. The English East India Company's rule affected the lives of people, that is, it affected all the sections of the society. As you can see here in this picture, that the Britishers considered Indians to be inferior to them and they ill-treated them. They also exploited poor peasants, the landlords, the Indian sepoys and the rulers of small kingdoms of India. Now, there was growing discontent among the people against the British rule, and many sections of the society came together to challenge the Britishers. So it was the Indian sepoys who were the first one to revolt against the British people. We have already discussed about this in the previous chapter, that this revolt is known as the Revolt of 1857. It is also known as the First War of Indian Independence. Soon after, farmers, craft people and the rulers of small kingdom, they joined this revolt. However, the British suppressed the revolt of 1857, but this revolt of 1857 brought an end to the English East India Company's rule, and the power to govern or to rule India was transferred from the company to the Queen of England, and at that time Queen of England was Queen Victoria, and she became the Empress of India, and India became a British colony. So British colony means that India came under the power of British government, and Queen Victoria sent a viceroy to India to rule over India. So this was about the exploitations of Indians by the British. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.